All right, guys, here's how you do your pizza in a mug. And again, remember, everyone's making their own version of this. So you're each gonna do these steps for yourself separately from your partners. You start with a little bowl. You're not gonna need much space, so this is kind of a tiny bowl. You could even just use a cereal bowl. You need your dough ingredients, which is 3 tablespoons of flour. Make sure to fluff, aerate, and level so we don't put too much in our little mug here. You need a teaspoon of baking powder. Remember, when you measure the baking powder, it's a scoop and level right in here on the edge. Okay. You need some seasonings in here, so you're gonna do a teaspoon of garlic and a teaspoon of Italian seasonings, which are, Italian seasoning just consists of basil, oregano, and parsley. One of my favorite seasonings. And then you need some liquids in here, so you need 2 tablespoons of milk and 2 teaspoons of oil. Okay, so don't get those two confused. Tablespoons of milk, teaspoons of oil. Don't measure these liquids over your bowl, okay, because again, we're working with a small amount. We don't want to have too much, because it's a little bit in a small amount is a lot. A little bit of an extra ingredient, okay? And then we're actually gonna put, we have a total of 4 tablespoons of sauce going on. Actually 3, I'm sorry. It's 4 tablespoons of cheese and 3 tablespoons of sauce. Okay, so 1 tablespoon of the sauce actually goes in the dough. This just helps to cook it more evenly in the microwave because sauce is high in moisture and sugar, and microwaves love that. Okay, so this will help suck in some of the microwaves, and we'll learn more about how the microwave actually cooks food, but one of the things it really loves are ingredients high in water molecules and sugar molecules, okay? All right, so then you stir this up, you know, a little visually interesting, okay, but anytime you're stirring anything with flour, you don't want to over stir. Remember that tip for everything, okay? So you only stir just as the recipe indicates, and in this case, until combined, okay? Set that aside for 1 second. Get your little mug. In the bottom of your mug, you need a tablespoon of sauce and a tablespoon of cheese. Okay, we're gonna insulate the dough in between 2 ingredients that the microwave loves. The things high in fat and things high in water molecules again. Okay, so we're gonna put some on the bottom and we're gonna put some above the dough, so that way the dough in the middle can cook properly or more evenly. All right, you take your dough, scoop that. Oh yeah, that's good. Perfect. Plop that into the mug. Don't push it down, don't squish it around, just let it kind of fill in itself. Okay, because if you squish it, you're gonna have a denser dough rather than a nice fluffy one. It's already starting to aerate and leaven. You can see the bubbles forming, okay? Okay, on the top, another teaspoon of sauce. Oops, I just put 2. Okay, that's gonna be extra saucy. And 2 tablespoons of cheese. And if you're into the pepperoni situation, you can break some up and put them on here now, but you don't need pepperoni if you don't want it. It's gonna be turkey pepperoni because I love you and I'm concerned about your health. Plus, pepperoni, regular pepperoni is high in fat, and that's going to get really greasy in the microwave because that's the way the microwave works. So you can just break this up. Be smart, don't break up one at a time. Remember your techniques with cutting, okay? Keep them together and do them together so it's quicker and you get the similar sizes. Okay, we could cut this, we could mince this, but then we're just dirtying a cutting board and a knife, which we don't really need to. Okay, there you go. And you could also add any other toppings, onions, or other vegetables that you like on your pizza, but we'll just keep it simple. Okay, this little guy goes on a plate. You're gonna put him on a little saucer because the cheese might bubble over in the sauce, especially since I accidentally put 2 tablespoons of sauce on top, but whatever. You're definitely gonna wanna put it on a plate though, so that it's easier to clean up if it does erupt over the side. This just goes in for 2 minutes on high, so there's no changing the power. And I'll be back to show you what it looks like after it's done its 2 minutes of microwave time and about 2 minutes of standing time.